Hello, loves. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Tara Long, and this video today is going to be a Mastering Your Energy video. And I want to talk about, and you may have heard this phrase before, I want to share how life is your medicine, right? Your life is your medicine. Everything you need to heal, to um, come into, higher and higher levels of love and consciousness, to grow, to expand, is just beautifully and magically available in your life, in your experience, and your soul has orchestrated this, right? So that is what a beautiful gift, that everything you could possibly need or want for your growth is already available to you. And that doesn't mean we can't, get some support and help from others, right, outside of ourselves. That sometimes is really supportive and really helpful and even necessary. So, but our life's experience, right, because everything is a mirror for us or showing us something, not necessarily a one-to-one mirror, but it's showing us something. Every experience in your life, every trigger, right, is like, oh, what's that for? What's that for? It's always like, what is this perfect for? What is this showing me? And I understand there's some days or some moments when that can just feel like, I don't want to deal with this right now, or I'm just, I'm busy doing this, and okay, can I, and you can pin it for later. You can be like, okay, that really triggered me, but I don't have time right now to like, feel into that. So then you can pin it and come back to it later. And you better believe that it will come back to you if you forget. It will come back to you because your soul is so beautifully in love with you. It is you, and it wants the best for you, right? This energy, it's always going to bring you more joy, more peace, more love when you follow that impetus, when you follow that spark, right, of your soul. So, and there can be a difference between a trigger. A trigger is when you really feel like, oh, okay, there's something here for me. Like there's something that doesn't feel right. There's something I need to look at. There's something that's, whether it's, with another relationship or just something that you experience or see or hear or what have you. Um, and that can be a little bit different than, because your soul has a blueprint, right? It has a blueprint, in my opinion, and how it feels for me. Okay, all of this is coming from me and my soul and my experience and what feels right for me. So you take what resonates and then you can leave the rest, right? As is said, as is always said, you just take what works for you. But I'm just sharing because, yeah, because I feel to share, because my soul says, share this. So you have a blueprint and you have certain things that you are here to experience and learn and do and be and all of that, right? So sometimes if you feel that very strong, intense emotion, it could be anger, it could be um, extreme joy, it could be whatever, and that is your blueprint in action. That's how you know. You're like, oh, I need to pay attention to that. Like for me, it's very much about empowerment and showing people, hey, you're actually so much more powerful and so much more powerful than that, or going along with a bunch of BS, the agendas and the nefarious, all of that, and being like, wake up, guys. Of course, it's not my job to wake anybody up, but I'm very passionate about just certain things, in life, and that will get me really riled up. It's not a trigger. It's just like, oh, I'm supposed to go and take action there. I'm supposed to do something. That's like why I create these videos, right? Because I feel very passionate about it. Um, I have a friend who's about to have a baby, and of course the conversation comes up like, okay, what about those vaccines? Are you going to be doing the vaccine? I'm very passionate about that because I have a knowing. I understand, like I understand like what the truth of that is, and so I'm going to be very passionate. And so there can be a difference between like just being triggered because there's still some sort of wound there, and just really feeling passionate because it's your blueprint. It's what you're here for. So I wanted to distinguish that. But when you do have like if an actual like trigger, something that is like touching you that wants to be, it's just so you can be more of yourself, more whole, more full, as we transmute these things in us that are sticky, that feel off, that feel contracting. And you know what this is. And if you've been desensitized, if you've desensitized yourself for a long time, and by the way, our culture is created to desensitize us from going inward and actually knowing for ourselves what's up, what's right, and what's wrong for us, right? So we get bombarded with a bunch of external stuff. We get told this is normal and this is normal, and oh, you're supposed to be in a job that you don't like, and oh, you're just supposed to be, spending 40 hours a week, doing a bunch of whatever it is. That's just one. Your relationships are actually meant to be, I don't know, they're not perfect. And I'm not saying relationships are perfect, but there's just a lot of conditioning. Um, and so that it's our job to sift through all that and to go, something feels off here. Something isn't right. It doesn't feel right. It's your intuition telling you, it's your soul telling you that's not right. Okay. So then we can look at it. We can discover what that is, and transmute. And the more of all that stuff that is gone, what's not you, then more and more of your soul can embody and come in to you. And you can feel that, it's a lightness. It's a just knowing that's the right thing, knowing that you're completely loved and guided and taken care of, and just that. Because anything that's not that is not love. It's not the divine. It's not your soul. It's the fear, right? It's the conditioned fear stuff. So instead of like, oh, this is wrong and that's going on, and that all of that is medicine for you. Your life is your medicine. Your body will show you, will tell you if something is off or whatever. Your relationships, your everything is, because the physical reality is not less divine than our formless self, right? I know that's a thing that happens in a lot of spiritual. I mean, I've been there where really put on a pedestal, like being in a place of like just bliss and just being in source, and which is beautiful and it's wonderful, but we still live here for a reason. And so it's really remembering that everything here is the divine. We're dancing with it. We're learning, we're growing, everything is medicine for you. So everything is for you. And if you can shift that, something happens you don't like, you can not like it. That's okay. I'm not saying to be, toxically positive, and what do they call it? Yeah, toxic positivity. And like everything's fine. No, you want to go, oh, that doesn't feel good. Okay, I got to pay attention to this. Maybe I need to be mad. Maybe I need to cry for a while. That's part of it. But everything is for you. Everything is for you. And this isn't spiritual bypassing, and this isn't just being positive. And it may suck for a while. Something may happen that's super traumatic, and it sucks. And I'm not saying that oh, it just happened because it should have happened, and on a larger scale, well, maybe that's true. However, it can still suck, and you can still be in a space of like, this sucks right now. It's not overriding that. Okay. But it's still happened for you in some way. And maybe you won't know what that is in this lifetime, and maybe you will, but it's all your medicine. So it's your medicine. It is love. It is pure divine love that is just showing you how loved that you are. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you next time.